And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, the OGs will know this background. Yes, one of the first backgrounds that I kind of used, which also means I'm back in the United Kingdom, and the Rangers studio will be back in a matter of days, guys. Just waiting for my new green screen to arrive, and we'll be back in a bit more of a professional setup, as I've been on the road for the last few months. But yeah, back in the UK, ready to go, back in that Rangers studio once again. But the show still goes on. Rangers back in action tonight as we do take on, or finally take on, Dundee at Dens Park. And it will go ahead at Dens Park, despite there being a contingency plan in place in case that it was going to be called off once again. A game that has, well, hopefully it's got massive implications on it for us. We need a response. We need a win. Maybe not just a win for some supporters. Some supporters will want a performance to go along with it. We need to try and keep a clean sheet, but we need to try and show that we can score goals and win this game and show the fans that we are still very much in this title race. Very much looking forward to the game, but as stated, it is so important that we get this result and put a bit of a performance in, especially now that the post-split fixtures have been released. Yes, you've heard that first, guys. The split fixtures have been released now for Rangers. There was, came as a bit of a shock, I suppose. A lot thought that it was going to be following the game against Dundee on Wednesday, or tonight, should I say. But they are out, and we now know what we need to do to win the title. Of course, following this, we will be playing St Mirren in our first game on the 28th of April away from home. Then we've got Kilmarnock at Ibrox. Following that on the 5th of May, then the big one against Celtic at Parkhead on the 11th of May. Following that, we then have Dundee at home at 5 past 2 on the 14th of May. Then finally, the last game of the season at Tynecastle on the 18th of May against Heart of Midlothian, which could be where we lift the title depending on that. If we win every single game, guys, we will be champions of Scotland. I know, easier said than done, but the post-split fixtures are now out. We know what we need to do. Win these 6 games, we win the title, but it all starts tonight with a performance against Dundee at Dens Park. Of course, looking at our title rivals, they've probably got more of the advantage, if so to speak. They've got more home games. Of course, they've got the Old Firm game at home. They've also got the game against Hearts at home, but they obviously do have one really hard trip, and that, of course, is against Kilmarnock, a side that they've failed to win at. So hopefully they can do us a favour, but I don't want that to be the case. Well, I do want that to be the case, but I want us to be able to take points off of them ourselves and win all of our games, and us put the title in our own destiny. But yeah, enough about that game, but the post-split fixtures are out. But tonight, I will be live back on the channel for the regulars for the game against Dundee, doing a watch along for the first time in a long time. So really looking forward to doing a watch along once again. And yeah, we're all choosing this one over the beautiful Champions League double headers that are being played tonight. Arsenal v Bayern and Real Madrid versus City. But there's no like it than watching Rangers. But hopefully we get the job done and we win that game. Now, going into the main subject of today's video, guys, we know we're going to be doing another rebuild. We're talking about rebuilds all the time nowadays. It's becoming a common theme as a Rangers supporter. And despite some people going, well, we're only 1 point behind in the table, we could still go on and win the title. In fact, we could still go on and win the treble. Even if we went on to win the treble, we still need to get rid of dead wood this summer. We still need to bring in some new, fresh players in this summer transfer window, most definitely, if we want to be successful again going into next season. Something that we already know is that we need a striker. We need good players. We need players identified. We need diamonds to join this team. And I think under Niels Koopman, we've looked really good in terms of trying to bring in sort of a different direction. Not Championship journeyman, not Premier League journeyman. We're going for more young, fresh, hungry players like Diamande, Oscar Cortez, those kind of players, which really excites me what the summer has to bring. Now, having said that, There has been news come merge in regards to Alfredo Morelos, and we will get on to Alfredo Morelos as the fans have cited him once again, as he's always there. But Alfredo Morelos' life isn't going too well in Santos at this moment in time. You'll know, of course, last season, the Brazilian League, they did get relegated for the first time in their history. They're now playing in the Serie B and looking to rebuild and get back to the top again. However, Santos have confirmed Alfredo Morelos is set to be released from his contract, with the striker's situation branded a very serious problem. This is what their president had to say. There is a very serious problem about Alfredo Morelos' contract. We are monitoring the situation. There are just 2 players in the squad who will not be used in Serie B, Alfredo Morelos and Dodo. They are remnants of the past administration at this club. Their contracts are being discussed now. More than ever, it becomes the board's commitment to try and resolve this situation. Morelos did reduce his salary to around £19,000 per week, and is on £1,500 bonus for every single goal scored. Now, of course, if he does get released, everyone, of course, is going to cite him. Do Rangers make a move for him in the summer transfer window or free transfer and bring him back to the football club? Now, whilst I do feel we need a player like Alfredo Morelos and a striker that made the impact that Alfredo Morelos made at this club, we don't want to be going back to Alfredo Morelos. And I won't say to the fans and disagree with them, but some fans saying they want him, but you got to remember the last year of his contract, the last season he was at Rangers, he was quite frankly a disgrace. And actually, I don't think he's the same player that he once was banging in the goals for us. We need to find the next Alfredo Morelos under Nils Koopman's stewardship and find the next big goal scorer and sell him on the thing. The next big thing, I think, is the direction we should be going. So while frankly I love Alfredo Morelos and I can see where fans are coming from now that he's going to be a free transfer, I still don't believe Alfredo Morelos is the answer to our transfer solutions going forward, despite him being released from his contract. Sometimes I think we always get stuck in the past when it comes to former players and think of all the good old times. But really, the last season he was at Rangers, he was actually, quite frankly, a disgrace. So I would stay clear of Alfredo Morelos and look for the next one. And as I said, we need to find and identify these diamonds. I think Cortez is a diamond. I think Diomande is, quite frankly, a diamond. But we need to try and find another batch of diamonds going in to the summer transfer window. The next Alfredo Morelos, a new person, a striker, another midfielder, and certainly sort that freaking defence out because it is absolute rank rotten. But Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on that situation. Would you take Alfredo Morelos back on a free transfer? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts on the post-split fixtures. Do you think they're all winnable? Let me know down in the comment section below. And finally, how many players do we need to sign in this summer transfer window? Again, let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember to check out our Rangers store, guys. We've got loads of Rangers t-shirts available on our website. Go down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.